Hey everyone, I'm Mind, and this is set number 71720, Fire Stone Mech from the upcoming summer 2020 wave of Ninjago. This set contains 968 pieces and will retail for $69.99 in the US. As always, if you enjoy these reviews, please press like and subscribe if you haven't yet. We are getting towards the end of the reviews, but I still have other content to produce. I'll be reviewing older sets, I'll be reviewing sets from other themes, and I'll also be producing other types of content. So subscribe so you can see all of that. I'll be trying to play the board game. I'll be going over like what sets I recommend you should purchase if you're like looking to buy some of the season 13 sets and all kinds of stuff. So make sure to subscribe to be there to see that. Now, let's get on to the set. Before I knew LEGO was sending me these, this was like the one set I didn't think I was going to get. Like the other ones I wasn't sure which ones I would get and which ones I wouldn't, but this was one I was like, okay, I know for sure I'm not getting this one. It just didn't interest me. But having it in person, I am pleasantly surprised by how much I like this. It's a big mech, and I don't know, it just, to me, it just looked like, okay, this is going to take up a lot of space on my shelf, and I don't know, there's not much I can do with a big mech, but I like this a lot, I really do, and I'm happy to say that because I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. The design of this mech as a whole really reminds me of Bionicle. I guess it's something about the face shape and just the swords in each hand, but the face of the mech really looks like a Bionicle to me, and I like that. I was never a huge Bionicle guy because I was very young when it was out, but I had a few, and this like brings back a bit of that nostalgia for me. Obviously, it's brick built, it's not using the Bionicle system, but it still reminds me of that, and I think that's fun. So a lot of posability you can get out of this guy because of how big the mech is. You can't really stand it up in any other poses besides just standing or like a slight walk, but you can still pose it in different ways, so I think kids playing with this would have a lot of fun because you can actually move the arms and legs. There's elbow joints and shoulder joints, and then there is no knees on this one, but there is slight foot movement. You can move it from side to side, and you can move it slightly back and forth, but not very much. This is really unique for a mech too, how it's like a combination of two different elements, right? We've got the fire side and then the earth side. I kind of wish it was like more blended all throughout, like have fire leg and earth arm on this side and then earth leg and fire arm on this side. Like I don't like how it's so evenly split, and I also feel like there's more fire. Like the middle seems very fiery, including the head and like the cockpit and everything. I wish that did a better job of blending them together, but I do like how it's combined. It makes it very different from other mechs. And I like how it's not just symmetrical in different colors, like there is differing pieces, which I will show you when I move the camera up close. Here's what it looks like from the back. It's got a spinner crown here, which I'm shocked they still produce this piece. Places to hold weapons and shields, specifically Kai's. That's what it says to do in the instructions, is to put Kai's sword and shield here. But you could put any sword and shield there. You could put both of Cole's weapons. You could put Kai's weapon and Cole's weapon, or you could put both of their shields. You could do whatever you want, really. It's just two clips, and I don't know. I think that's a fun way. I like when sets have places to store the weapons because otherwise I just have weapons everywhere and nowhere to put them when I have the characters in the cockpit. That being said, there's only a place to store one of the ninja's weapons. Cole is still, you gotta put his weapons somewhere. So I wish, like if they took the time to do this, I wish they took time to put clips elsewhere for Cole's weapons, but oh well. It's not the prettiest from the back, but it's also not the worst. It works. I don't like how the legs are built with these bits sticking out. I do think that's a bit weird. That's like my main complaint with the design of the set is how the legs look from the sides and back. It's just very odd to me, but yeah, let me pick the camera up and we'll move closer in. So here's how the fire leg looks. I think I said this in one of my other reviews, but LEGO loves this gold bar piece. They use it in like every set now in every color, but they're actually using it in gold here, which I find funny, and it's used for texturing all throughout. Moving up, you've got the stickered piece here. Not sure what it's supposed to represent, but it looks good. Same with this right here. That's another sticker, which looks good, but I don't really know the purpose of it. Here's the cockpit. Lots of stickers here. Don't think there's any printed pieces in this set besides this bit up here, which we'll get to. So that's a sticker, and these are stickers on the side. More gold bar pieces, as I mentioned. And then in here is the cockpit for Cole and Kai. I really love how this set actually fits two minifigures in the cockpit. It's rare we get like a double-seated vehicle at all, so I don't think we've ever had a double-seated mech before, and if we have, it's not something I own, so that's really cool to see. And there it is with the two of them removed. As you can see, there's a ton of room in there. You could fit two figures in there easily. I like that a lot. Obviously, you can put any figure you want in there, but it's meant for Cole and Kai, and yeah, that's really cool. That's probably my favorite part of this set. Moving around here to this arm. I don't know if this piece is new. I've noticed it used in a lot of the sets, so now I'm thinking this might be a new piece, but they're used in red here for this set. You've got a few swords underneath and more gold bar pieces, as I mentioned. I like how it's got like the shoulder pad right here, and it's different on each side. That's really cool. And then come around to another stickered part, more gold bars, and then you reach the hand, which is holding the sword. The sword can be removed, like most mechs. There's 4 individual fingers on this mech, which I think is really cool. 1 thumb and then 3 normal fingers. They work really well. I think this is really good looking. It's better on this side than on the Earth side, but they're quite similar in how they're done. So, mechs usually don't have 4 fingers, so that's cool to see. So here we get to the other side. It's pretty similar to the red leg, except the red pieces are replaced by gray pieces, and this piece, instead of being smooth like on the red leg, is this jagged rock piece, which I think is the right decision. It really varies the two from each other, and they're similar enough that they look consistent, but different enough that it like keeps the 2 legs as individual things. Moving up, you've got a sticker right here, because this leg has 2 stickers to give that some texture. Because this piece already has texture, the sticker's right here. You saw the cockpit already. I haven't gone over the face. I love this head. This symbol on the head is the same as the shield and as Kai's torso. I love it. It's just this fire lion. It looks super cool. I do think it's weird how this is Kai's symbol and not a combination of Kai's and Cole's, though I guess they both use the same shield, so it sort of fits. But I don't know, this, to me, that says more Kai than Kai and Cole, so that's a bit odd to me. Moving down to this arm, it's very similar to the other one, but it's much blockier to represent the rocks instead of the smooth fire side of the mech. That's a sticker on like the boat hull piece, which represents the shoulder pad. You can lift that up. Nothing underneath here. Though maybe I was supposed to put something there. I honestly don't know. I don't remember the instructions saying to put anything on those clips, but there's clips there, so that's making me question if I've got that wrong. I will check that later. Moving down, you've got more jagged rock pieces. You've got stud shooters right here on this side, which I know everybody loves stud shooters. A couple of the gold bar pieces in gray right there and right here. And then you've got another sword here. It's identical to the other sword, except it uses a gray blade instead of a golden one, which I think looks good. And then similar hand design here, except it only has 2 fingers plus a thumb. So, yeah, not as cool as the golden side, but it still works, and they work good together. And I think that'll about do it for the mech, so let's move on to the next part of the set. So here's the side build of the set, and I do that with my fingers because this is not much. Like, the side build you get in Wu's Battle Dragon is bigger than this, and that's a $20 set that is pretty substantial for $20. So this just feels lame to me. I get like, okay, the mech is already 900 something pieces for $70, but I don't know, every other set comes with some part of the board game to some extent, and one of the biggest ones doesn't come with anything. Like, I don't think this even connects. It doesn't have a tile anywhere, and the set doesn't come with a spinner or a character tile, so I assume this doesn't connect to the board game at all. It's just an extra side build, and it's just lame. Like, why? You could have put something more. Like, do what they did in the Wu's Dragon and just give me a little tile out front. But this is smaller than even that, so I think this is the worst side build in the entire wave. So in terms of minifigures, for the good guys here, we got 3 of them. We have Cole and Kai, of course. It's their mech. If they didn't come in this set, I'd be concerned. And then we also get Nia as like a bonus. I've gone over all 3 of these before, so I won't spend too much time on them, but these are probably my 3 favorites of the new Ninja. I might prefer Lloyd to Kai, but Nia and Cole are definitely my top 2. Cole's just excellent. He's got these gold and bronze printing on him, and he's got his old symbol right there. Yeah, he looks great in gold. I like seeing him in that color. I don't think we've ever seen him in gold before. Kai, I love that torso print. Super intricate, super detailed. It's just the legs holding back. They're the Sigur's Forbidden Spinjitzu legs, and just seeing that, it's pretty lame. Nia, excellent. I love this fur design on her torso and this color on her arm. The silver in her legs looks excellent, and it ties together with the blue and everything so well. Love that figure. There they are unmasked and with everything removed, and there is their alternate faces and their torsos from the back. In terms of the bad guys, we have the 2 orcs or ogres or whatever species these guys are. We have Murt and we have Mo. Mo is exclusive here, and I say that because, yeah, this is the only set that Mo comes in, but Mo is just Murt without armor, and Murt comes in 2 other sets, so if you really want a Mo figure, you could just take the armor off of one of your extra Murts. So, yeah, he's technically exclusive, but if you just get 2 Murts, you could take the armor off one, so he's not a big deal. So as I said, they're identical, so I'm not going to take the armor off Murt because anything on him is on here. I like the Nauticon hairpiece being used here with the brown hair tie. The blue throughout the torso, I've said it before. It looks excellent. I love how the blue looks on top of the sand green. Like the silver in the legs, like the rock necklace that he has. And then he's got the same things on the back that I like for the same reasons. So this was my first time getting a mech in this scale, and honestly, I am happy with it. I like this set a lot. I wouldn't say this is one I necessarily recommend a ton, just because in terms of figure selection and what you get here, there's better stuff in other sets. But in terms of a mech, like a giant mech, this is a good one. I like how they combined the fire and the earth together to make one, elemental mech. That's really cool to see. I just wish the side build was a little bit more, and I maybe give the orcs exclusive printing so that they're, actually different from one another. The ninja included here are good, it's just that if you actually want all 6 ninja, you'll probably get better sets that include these guys anyway, so there's no point in getting this. I'd say this set's probably good to get if you're not playing in the Skull Dragon, because Kai is exclusive to this one and that one, so it's one or the other, and I'd say this is a good one. It's just I personally would recommend the Skull Dragon more simply because it's a good dragon build, but also it's got that board game, and I know that's the big part of this wave. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know, well, not what set you want to see next, because depending on what you guys voted the other day, this is either going up Tuesday or Wednesday, so it's either the Mino Creature or nothing. I still have the Stormfighter Battle, the junior set to review, but I don't think many of you are too excited about that. But that is coming, and then the Minion sets. But please like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new. I will be producing content from now on, even if it's not reviews, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.